Hey everyone, it's Nicole. I'm doing my field placement at Water Street Mission. I have been pretty busy, and it's looking like it's gonna stay pretty busy over the last few weeks that we have here. Um, Last week, I was able to go to a neighboring county and go to their, I guess, kind of main homeless shelter, and I met with a woman there who talked to me about their women's program. It's recently gone through a transition, and so she told me about how it used to be run and how it is run now. It was a good experience. It sounded like the way they used to run the program was very much sort of the direction that we are going at Water Street Mission. They were really focused on programming for the women and giving them time and opportunities to sort of better themselves and address the issues, not just the housing, but looking at, mental health and parenting and just their own personal health, things like that. And then now the shift is, it seems much more divided and just restrictive. Um, but I also balance that with the fact that the woman that I met with was the director of the women's program. And then I guess the week that I met with her, actually, she was made to be just a case manager. So she was demoted. And so perhaps, I recognize that she may not be feeling quite so positive about the current structure, given that sounds like it led to her demotion. So it was very interesting, but it was a great experience. I think just to even go somewhere else, be able to talk about what we're doing at Water Street Mission, and then also learn about how another county kind of looks at things. And their county is very similar to mine, as far as just demographics and population and challenges and things like that. So it was definitely helpful. I have also really been um, working on the presentation that I had talked about. It's coming along very well, and I'm getting excited to share it with some of the directors and folks I've been working with. It's feeling like a really great way to wrap up my experiences at Water Street. And then the other thing I did want to mention, it's going to tie into my question for the week, is a little bit of, an ethical dilemma or conflict of interest perhaps that I experienced this week in my place of employment. A department that works with children who are placed into foster care. We primarily work with birth parents to be reunified with their children, but we certainly are also responsible in their foster care placements. I'm working with a family. Well, it's a caseworker who has been on vacation, so I get to cover for her, which just adds to just my busyness. But so I was working with a family who has, there's an uncle living in the home. He has some mental health instability. He said that if a child didn't leave the home, that he would either hurt the child or him. On with his hospitalization, and just felt concerned that if he returned to the home without plans for treatment, that the child's safety could be in jeopardy, things like that. So he had agreed to leave the home. However, his plan was to go to Water Street Mission, where I am doing my field placement. So earlier this week, I had to do an unannounced visit to the foster home. and to make sure that the uncle really had left. And he did. It appeared he was gone. But I was sort of reflecting on how, reality is that he could have seen me walking up to the house and went out. A part of me that thought about how I could easily find out if he Water Street mission. I felt like that was just crossing lines and not in my role as either a supervisor or as an intern. That it was definitely crossing boundaries. But I did want to see what you all thought about that, and if you would have done anything differently, or if you have any ideas of a better way I should have handled it. So I look forward to hearing your feedback. Thank you very much. Bye.